beauties, and welcome back to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Today we'll be doing a lace wig install with a very creative and different style. This is my first time actually doing this style on someone, and today's wig is provided by Afsisterwig's hair. Now they did send over like this natural curly wig, and it is a very nice quality wig, and the lace is very like so awesome. Like, all the details to this wig will be listed down below, so make sure you check out all the details in the description box. Now today I will be doing a sort of rubber band linked type of look with the curly hair, some baby hairs, and other little cute little stuff. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy this tutorial. I'm trying to do more creative looks on my channel because everything is so basic, simple side part, middle part, and everything like that. So I really wanted to bring you guys something new, interesting, and fun. So I really hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial, and make sure that you do subscribe and turn on your bell so you can stay notified whenever I post new content. Now, jumping straight into this video, and this video will be a little lengthy, I'm going to go ahead and begin to pull, I apply my lace glue, and I'm just going to pull that lace into that glue and go ahead and get my blow drying and melting on, hot air, like that whole melting process done. Just really quickly, you guys see me do this step over and over in my videos, so there's really no need to keep going into details about it. I think you guys are pretty much getting it as far as my basic, application and steps like that. So my focus today is really more so on the styling. Now, the whole rubber band link look has been trending quite recently, and I just never took the time out to actually do someone's hair with the whole rubber band link thing until I did this video this day. So I decided to just really get creative and do some crisscross action and everything like that. And I will probably do more looks as far as ponytails with this idea, and other basic simple styles, just to make basic looks more popping. So like I mentioned, I hope you guys do enjoy this video and stay tuned. So as you can see, I am cutting off that extra lace. So once I'm done cutting off that extra lace, I will, tack down everything, making sure it is glued down completely. And then, of course, I will wrap the hair and, spray the hairline and wrap it up with that Beautiful Hustler melt belt. But new product alert, I am using the Tresemme holding spray. And so far, guys, I am loving it. Now, what I love most about this hairstyling spray, one, I like the way it sprays out the bottle. It sprays a lot with just a little bit. You don't have to hold the nozzle so hard to come out. It really sprays really good. And two, when you use this holding spray, one, it is very strong, and two, when you need to comb out the hairline, it does not flake whatsoever. With the BioSilk and the Bed Head, you may get a little flaking, but not too crazy. But with this, when I sprayed it on her hairline and I combed it out, I got no flaking at all. It just combed right out with no issue. So far, I'm loving this Tresemme holding spray. I'm going to use it some more to get you guys, to let you know how I really feel. But so far, it's so good. I have no complaints about it. And as I mentioned, it is easy to comb out. The hair is still soft once you comb it out, and it does not flake. So big thumbs up to Tresemme. I'm going to do more videos and, a little bit more about it. But now that I have went ahead and I sprayed that, tied the hairline down, as the melt belt was on her head, I just went ahead and sewed down the back of the lace wig. And now I'm actually getting into the styling portion of this video. Now, first things first, I did go ahead and part her hair down the center. And I will do the two little bang, curly hair pieces. So that's why you see me section that little piece down in the front that's hanging. And right now what I'm doing is creating a rectangle leave out portion, if that makes sense. Like everything that I'm plaiting right now, I will use that hair to do the triangle parts and the rubber banding, and then do the connecting of the links. So because this video is already about 20 minutes long, what I decided to do is show you guys in detail on one side of the head exactly what I will be doing, and then I completed the other side off camera. But as far as connecting the links and everything like that for the finishing look, I will show you guys that. So first things first, I did it like I said. I went ahead and pulled down that bang area. I pulled out the section for the baby hairs and the section where I'm going to create the rubber band parts, triangle parts. And now I'm just doing the same thing for the other side, and that's just getting everything sectioned off before I actually go into the styling portion of it. So I will, part off the rubber band area that I will be doing, and part off the baby hairs, plait that up, and get that out of the way. So now that I went ahead and sectioned all of the areas out, I'm going to go in with my Beautiful Hustler Glam Wax Stick, which will be for purchase on January 1st. Well, you can kind of say like December 31st, midnight, 12 o'clock. That's when I will release it for you guys to purchase on my site. So make sure you guys get ready to purchase, because it is going to be selling fast. Like, everybody's so excited about the product. So don't miss out on the first batch of products, guys. Make sure you get ready to purchase your Glam Wax Sticks, your lace melt, your melt bells, like everything you need to slay your clients. So do not miss out. And I will make a post when it's ready for purchase. So make sure you guys turn on your notifications so you can stay tuned and you don't miss out. But moreover, getting back to the tutorial, I went ahead and I hot combed out, the area, like the top, all around the party area, and the edges and everything like that, because it's very important you make everything nice, flat, and neat. And just making sure there's no flyaways and everything like that. And I went ahead and cut that section that I had parted off for the baby hairs. It's really short. Of course, you guys know, about an inch or so, or inch or less, to create more natural looking baby hairs. And it just makes the process of swooping much easier as well. So make sure you do cut those things down short. And for the baby hair swooping, I will be using that all-in-one Slay Gel from She Is Bomb collection. And I just really like to use this stuff because, one, it dries fast, it's not really messy and everything like that, and it's just a good product all around. Like, I really love this product. As you guys see, I use it so much more, and you don't even really see me use the Got To Be gel anymore. But I'm just going to continue to swoop those baby hairs out, get it all smoothed up, and then I will go in with the blow dryer and just blow dry the edges so they don't move. Most of my clients don't really know how to maintain baby hair, so they want it to stay put as long as possible, and that's why I choose to do this method of the baby hairs versus the mousse baby hairs. But it's all your preference. It's all about what you want. If somebody wanted mousse baby hairs, I can definitely do it. So I will bring you guys a tutorial with the mousse baby hairs too, so you can kind of see the difference and everything like that. But with my methods, what I really noticed, and I have not mentioned in my tutorials in a very long time, I do not get no more lifting of the lace with my methods. Before I created my second step melting process, I did have issues where the lace would still kind of lift if I try to do baby hairs with the Got To Be and stuff like that. But since I've switched up what I used a lot in my methods, I don't have any more lace lifting issues. So yes, guys, my methods really work. So make sure you follow step by step what I'm doing so you don't have that issue as well. Now, let's get to the good part, the triangle parts. Now, as you guys can see, I had sectioned off those two rectangle areas, And what I did was, and I'm using the small little black rubber bands, I made a diagonal part from the center of, like, where the middle part is, down in the diagonal to create that triangle look. And pretty much what I'm going to do is just keep making triangles to make, like, I don't know what, dang it guys, it's just like I'm going to create 4 triangles within that section. So to get your triangles to come out nicely, you just have to go where, like, the main point of the triangle starts, and then just keep parting diagonal. First you want to part down diagonal, and then when you create the second triangle, which I'm rubber banding now, I part it going upwards in a diagonal. So when I do the third one, I'm going to part back downward in a diagonal, and that's what's going to give me those 4 perfect triangle shapes. And with each section, as you can see, I did not add any product whatsoever. I'm just grabbing that hair and putting that hair into that black rubber band and just securing each little triangle part section. And I want to use 1 rubber band for each part. So, and I just kind of like pull it together just to make sure it's tight and secure, but don't over pull it where it's too tight, where it can cause ripples in your lace. If your lace is already laid nice and flat with no ripples, just be mindful when you are rubber banding to just do it tight enough but not too tight where your lace will fold in the center, because once it folds, it's going to be hard to get those ripples out. And I did not have that issue with this installation at all. But here are the 4 parts, and I'm showing you more clearly what it looks like. I created those 4 triangles so you guys kind of get where I was saying when I said I was going to, part each section in a diagonal, which would create those 4 perfect triangles. But now I'm just taking that tresemme and I'm just spraying it on the roots of my little two-bang areas, just so it can kind of be like out the way, and I blow dry it that way it can fall the direction it's supposed to. And as I mentioned, I did the other side off camera, but I'm showing you the semi-finished look of what it looks like once you created all of your triangles. And I went ahead and did the baby hairs and the same, steps I did on the other side. So now I'm going to show you how I connect all of my triangle pieces to get like that cute crisscross look. So I'm going to explain this the best way I can without you guys getting super confused. Now for starters, I will be using that tresemme, and the first thing I did is I took the first triangle piece and the second triangle piece going in that diagonal, and I'm just going to connect those 2 together with a rubber band. So it's the first triangle on the left side of the head and the second triangle on the right side, and I just sprayed both pieces of hair so it's nice and smooth and neat, and I secured those 2 with a rubber band. So now that I did that one, I'm going to repeat the same steps but using the triangle on the right side, the first one, and then using the second triangle piece on the opposite side, and I'm just going to connect those 2 together. And I will bend her head down so you guys can see how I created the first crisscross, just going with the first and second rubber band from each side, those 2 parts, and just connecting them going diagonal. So now you can see how I crisscross the first 2 areas. So now the rubber band that I just finished connecting with, I'm going to grab that same one that I just rubber band and take the last one on the opposite side, and I'm going to rubber band those 2 together, and then I'm going to repeat those steps with the other side. And when I repeat that step and connect the opposite direction, it should be 2 left rubber bands that have not been connected, which are the third one from both rows. So I connected the first to the second and then the second to the fourth, leaving the third one alone, and I have not crisscrossed that one yet. So now once again, I'm taking that second triangle and I'm going to cross it over with that 4th triangle piece in the back. So as I mentioned before, you should still have the 3rd triangles on each side left alone. They have not been touched as of yet, but as I mentioned, I will show you what that looks like again once I connect those 2. Now I did decide to make these 2 ponytails instead of just leaving them hanging, because I thought it was just like cute and different. But here are the third pieces that are left, and it should be the third triangles from each side. And I'm just going to spray those and still crisscross them, but secure them with the fourth rubber band. So I'm just going to spray that with that Tresemme, comb it out so it's nice and sleek, and connecting that third with that fourth, still going in that crisscross motion. I'm going to secure that with a rubber band, and then repeat the same thing to the opposite side. And then once I do that, I will go ahead and create my two ponytails. But to be technical, the ponytails will kind of create themselves, because once you finish crisscrossing everything on in, it will automatically be like two ponytails left over, versus starting off with the 8 different ponytail sections. So this is the last piece I'm going to crisscross over, and then I'm going to do the wraparound thing for the ponytails, because as always, when it comes to the actual ponytail itself, you do want to cover up the rubber bands, but you don't have to worry about covering up the rubber bands that's in the crisscross little pattern look, because that's the purpose of the look, to see the rubber bands and everything like that. But when the ponytail gets to the end, you still want to do the whole wraparound portion, and that's why I took a piece of that hair, and I'm taking that Tresemme, and I sprayed it on that little piece that I'm wrapping around that top rubber band to give it a more cute and seamless look. And then I'm going to blow dry that using warm heat. So once I do that, I will do the same thing to the other side, and I will just go ahead and wet the hair just a little bit. I did not want the hair to be soaking wet, but I did wet it. And another thing that I did do after I did conceal the parts on the sides, off camera, I did go back in and cut the bang pieces. Well, I cut the bang pieces before I turned off the camera, but after I turned off the camera, I really wasn't happy about the way the bangs looked. It's like the curl pattern really didn't like come back on those pieces. So I ended up just like taking my smallest wand curler, and I wand curled those two little bang pieces. But you guys will see that at the finishing look of the video. But right now, just rinse off those pieces, and I'm just taking that water, as I mentioned, and just spraying the hair so it can get its curl pattern back in, because this was like a loose, natural, curly type of look. So I don't want to make it soaking wet, so that's why I just kind of like I damped the hair for you to see somewhat of the pattern. But as I mentioned, I did like go in with the wand curler and touch up those bang pieces to make it pop a little bit more. But not only am I using just a little bit water, I did go in with a little bit of that mousse, just a little bit, not too much, so it can just really make the curls pop. But stay tuned for the finishing look. I will go in and curl those bang pieces with the wand curler. But let me know what you guys think of this finishing look. I know I was kind of talking a lot trying to explain it. Hopefully I didn't confuse the heck out you guys, but I tried to explain it the best way I could. However, love this hair, love this wig, love this look. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Continue to watch this video for the finishing results. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your bells. And don't forget to comment. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Stay tuned for the little finishing look. Oh, my God, that thing is so dope, those crisscrosses. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned for more videos. Till next time.